In today's video, we're going to be switching it up a bit, and we are going to be doing a Monster Dream Team matchup where we will both pick 5 monsters. Jake will pick 5 monsters, and then I will pick 5 monsters, then we'll argue about which team would win. Now, it's going to be 5 monsters, and it's going to be from the movies the first Pacific Rim, any Jaegers or Kaiju, any monsters from the Godzilla 2014 movie. Yeah, any MonsterVerse Kaijus, anyone from the Pacific Rim Uprising. We are including the Kraken and Kronos from the Clash and Wrath of the Titans. And also Shin Godzilla. We're going to stay out of the superhero element of it. And then we're going to include Kong Skull Island, even though there are a lot of Kaijus in there that are way too small to even compete. If someone does pick Kong, he's going to be standing at 400 feet.
It's the one from Godzilla vs. Kong that we haven't seen yet, but we know he's going to be taller and has a beard and might be wielding a stick, possibly, or some kind of an axe. So.
Yeah, so basically we are going to be going through and picking our teams right away. Team of 5. 5 monsters on your team, and then we'll give a few points about who would win. We'll be covering
Dream Kaiju team.
Yeah. So who would you pick first to be on your team?
I've been going back and forth on this. I feel like as of right now, I thought I was leaning towards one, but I think I just switched at the last second just because he is the king of the monsters, and I have to go with Godzilla as my #1 overall pick. And he's my first player on my first Kaiju on my Dream Kaiju team because obviously he's the king of the monsters. He has a perfect track record with just owning so many opponents. Defeated the Mutos in the first Godzilla film 2014. He absolutely annihilated King Ghidorah. He also had he beat him a few times, but he also, when he's Fire Godzilla, that's still Godzilla. It's not a separate thing. That's Godzilla.
That is, it's help from Mothra, but you know.
But still,
yeah, same thing.
Still, Godzilla is an absolute force, and he's the king of the monsters for a reason. And I say Godzilla's my first pick.
Well, I'd have to go with the one Kaiju that was actually able to beat Godzilla, and that is King Ghidorah. I've got to add King Ghidorah first. I mean, it's just an absolute tank. Was in the championship for Monster Madness, and is one of the only ones to actually take down Godzilla so far, one-on-one. So who's your second choice?
For my second choice, I'm going to go with the Mega Kaiju from Pacific Rim Uprising. I think I'm going with him because he's obviously a force. I know he didn't do too well in the Monster Madness, but he's giant. He stares down the guy in Pacific Rim Uprising, and I think absolutely annihilated all the Jaegers. I mean, those Jaegers are huge, and he grabbed them like they were like little action figures. So I'm taking the Mega Kaiju as my second pick.
See, that hurts because that was automatically the one I was going to pick. I'm
surprised you didn't take him first.
I was nervous. I wanted to pick him first, but I knew you were going to go with King Ghidorah. I had a feeling, but okay. Listen, I'd have to pick Shin Godzilla, in my opinion. This is a Kaiju that made it to the Final 4 in Monster Madness. This Kaiju is insane. The atomic breath on this Godzilla is just ridiculous. I mean, being able to...
His mouth's pretty big.
I mean, it's like terrifying. This atomic breath just goes through millions of buildings. I mean, it's just so deadly, and this Kaiju is a monster. Gotta add him second on my team.
Well, for my third pick, I'm gonna have to go with, obviously, I've already taken Godzilla, and I've already taken Mega Kaiju. I'm gonna go with his opponent in the next film, King Kong. I guess I'll go with Kong. And he's a force. Obviously, we haven't really seen much footage of him as the giant that he will be, but I've seen a very fuzzy picture of him with a beard. I've heard rumors about him possibly wielding an axe. And obviously, Kong's a force to be reckoned with. We saw it in Kong Skull Island when he was just a little probably like a juvenile, probably size or age. So I'm taking Kong as my third pick.
So I've got King Ghidorah and Shin Godzilla. Next, I would have to pick the Kraken. I think the Kraken will be my third option. This is an absolute monster. The only way this monster was defeated was because of Medusa's head. And that turns any living creature to stone. I don't know of any Kaiju that would actually be able to survive that either way. The Kraken's a monster standing at probably around 500 feet tall. Has so many tentacles, and that growl alone earns its respect and is the third monster on my team.
So for my fourth pick, I know I was talking to Kenny before we started this video about things that you need, because we were kind of making a comparison between the basketball lineups, because it's 5 players to our 5 Kaiju on our dream teams here.
Yeah.
And he was saying how you kind of need a tank on the team. And so far I have a puncher, an absolute just destroyer in Kong. Godzilla is kind of like a tank in some ways, but he's kind of agile a little bit. He can do a lot of moves and stuff. And then Mega Kaiju is just an absolute force as well.
Yeah.
But the tank I'm going with on my team, you already know his name. He was taking out buildings in Godzilla King of the Monster, and it's Behemoth. I'm gonna take Behemoth as my 4th pick. I know people are gonna be lighting me up in the comments for this one, but
I forgot about him. I actually just thought about him.
I think I'm taking Behemoth. I mean, there's a YouTube video that shows him absolutely just going to like beast mode.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's actually what Behemoth can do, but he does this. And I'm taking that on my team for my fourth Kaiju because he really is a tank and he's a beast.
Yeah, so I have King Ghidorah, Shin Godzilla, and the Kraken. I'd say my 4th has to be the Queen of the Monsters in Mothra. Mothra is an absolute force. She is the Queen of the Monsters, and she's such a likable character. And
likable.
She was not only that, just the combat. I mean, she can literally blind any of her opponents. She can blind all of them with that ability. She has the Stinger. She has the Silk. She has the Silk, which was able to basically demobilize King Ghidorah almost completely. And Mothra flying in will be a problem to deal with in this battle, and it's going to be a great weapon. And I'm glad to add her to my 4th spot in this team.
My only counter argument to that pick is that, no joke, she literally got disintegrated by King Ghidorah, a member of your
good thing
team.
King Ghidorah's on my team.
So, for my final piece of this team, I'm still right now honestly not even sure who I would take. There's just too many great options. I think I'm just have to go with. I was leaning towards possibly taking the giant school crawler, the big one, the one that jumps 50 miles in the air out of the pond. That's what I would take because he can jump that high.
Well, yeah.
The pick I'm gonna take, I'm gonna have to take. I guess I have to go with Gipsy Danger. I'll go ahead and take Gipsy Danger because she is absolutely battle tested. And she really was doing some major moves in that movie, taking out Kaiju left and right. Even when she was absolutely destroyed at the end, she still was able to take one into the breach all the way through. And I guess that includes the drivers, the kind of
Rally and Mako.
Yeah, those two. I'll take those two, even though they're both gone in the universe. I feel like she'd be a great leader in like the battle sense. Like I just feel like they have a lot of obviously they have a lot of weapons, bombs, but. I just know that she's a very good fighter, and I wanted to have a Jaeger on my team because I didn't know that I feel like you get to have one Jaeger on you. I was thinking about maybe taking Obsidian Fury a little bit.
This is a tough one. So that was your 5th?
Yep.
So this is a tough one. So I was thinking about including a Jaeger. I was thinking about Gipsy Danger, and I was thinking about this earlier that there should be maybe some humans involved. I'd have to say, I think that I'd have to add Gipsy Avenger to my team. And in my opinion, it's just Gipsy Danger upgraded. And while the pilots might not be as experienced, Gipsy Avenger was able to go up with the Mega Kaiju. So Gipsy Avenger will be my 5th member to my team. So then that includes my team of King Ghidorah, the Kraken, Mothra, Gipsy Avenger, and Shin Godzilla. That concludes my 5. And then your 5.
And my 5, I took Godzilla as my first pick. Then I took Mega Kaiju, which I was surprised that he was still around at that pick. So I took Mega Kaiju as my 2nd one. Then I picked Kong as my 3rd pick, and then I took my tank and Behemoth, and then I decided to take a leader / just kind of like I wanted to take a Jaeger because they were available, and I took Gipsy Danger. So there's a lot of other weapons in that aspect, and I just think that's my 5. And I just think that the trio of Kong, Godzilla, and Mega Kaiju is just too much to handle. Then you throw in Behemoth, swinging his tusk around on top of that, and you have Gipsy Danger coming in there. I just think it's just too much to handle. Absolutely too much to handle.
Well, so if I had to break down my team, first of all, my team has the air taken. I mean, we are just coming in the air. We have King Ghidorah and Mothra going through the air. I mean, just imagine that. I mean, who do you have in the air right now? I don't think you have anyone, right?
Kong can throw Behemoth around.
Well, so just imagine King Ghidorah and Mothra flying in from above. King Ghidorah's just going to be lighting up people. And then you've got the Kraken. And then you got Gipsy Avenger on the ground, along with Shin Godzilla. You got King Ghidorah, Shin Godzilla, and Gipsy Avenger on the ground. Shin Godzilla is just going to be lighting people up. I mean, I don't know if any of your team can honestly survive just from his beam shooting out one time. No, Shin Godzilla.
Shin Godzilla just disintegrate.
But Shin Godzilla's atomic breath, I mean, I just have to make sure my team's out of the way for that. And then you've got the Kraken coming out, who really, you don't even know how to really defeat Kraken. And then you just got Gipsy Avenger, who's going to be able to organize all of them, know where to come in, and it's just an upgraded Gipsy Danger, and I think my team will easily get this win. We might have a casualty or two. Maybe one.
Or two.
But we will get this win in the end.
I'm seeing right now that the fight would just end up in Kong would throw the final blow, and then either the boss shot of all 5 just standing there looking over this absolute wasteland of a battlefield. Let us know down in the comments who you think would win. Kenny's dream team of kaiju, these 5 right here, your 5, and then or my 5 right here, which includes Kong, Godzilla, Mega Kaiju as a 3rd player, Behemoth, and then Gipsy Danger.
And also let us know what your dream team would be, your monster dream team.
And is there
the movies we included?
Is there any kaiju that we left out? As far as like obviously just the kaiju that were available on the list that you'll see at the beginning of the video, because obviously, I mean, this would be a great pick right here. We haven't seen him yet in a movie. I know we haven't technically seen Kong as the big one, but Kong we saw in Kong Swan. I mean. That's a little bit different just because we've already seen them on screen.
Yeah. And
then obviously if we see other ones, like we're just not including those right now. We're just including ones on the list. So let us know in the comments what your team would be, which team would win between Kenny and I, and also which kaiju we left out that really should have been included. Like maybe possibly this guy right here, maybe. So
maybe.
Let us know down in the comments what you guys think, and we'll definitely be keeping you guys updated with stuff coming with Godzilla vs. Kong, because I think we are getting into July tomorrow. So
trailer.
So maybe a trailer soon, at least maybe a poster. I thought we were getting something soon, so I've been saying that for a year now, but hopefully we're getting something soon there.
Yeah, it's just kind of a waste of time now.
But no matter what, though, we have the Snyder Cut coming at some point, and then also just, movie
theaters are opening back up.
Yeah, so there's definitely some stuff coming with movies. Obviously, we still have our My Favorite Movies reviews coming out more. Then we also have just more and more videos breaking down kaiju matchups and stuff like that. So always give recommendations in the comments, and what kind of videos you guys want to see going in the future as well, like ones that we're not doing yet. Well, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.